Hi guys and girls, it's me Olivia, aka Sisligracy. Welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm really excited today because I'm doing another build. I really love sharing builds because so much effort goes into builds and then I can share my creation and I'm proud of it as well. I think it's turned out quite well. I'm just doing the voiceover right now. So basically I've been inspired by the season of winter. Ever since the expansion pack dropped, when seasons came out. If you didn't know that by now, you may be living under a rock, but if you didn't, that's still cool. Anyway, I'm doing 4 houses. I did a summer before the expansion pack came out because I just got excited, and now I'm doing winter. And the houses, I'll do the other 2 as well, sorry. And the houses are going to be similar but different. So yeah, kind of like, I don't know, most housing estates, I suppose. They're like one designer or a few designers in the same block and the houses look similar but different, like a true architect. That is me. What can I say? Anyway, so this is me doing all of this sped up. Wow, it is going really quickly right now. Now, the inspiration that I took for this little house is actually from a family friend of mine, and he is an architect. He works from home, and his house kind of looks like this. He has those sort of grey weatherboards, and his house is contemporary, but it's homely at the same time. So that's what I'm going for here. And I want it to be for winter, not like an old school winter lodge. I guess a lot of people would think of that straight away when you think of winter. I'm talking a contemporary little place for winter. So in the cold months, you can be all snug, or the Sims can be all snug. In those colder months, but still being contemporary. So I have chosen a lot in Windenburg, and in Windenburg, the houses look a bit European. They look a bit older, old school, but I just bulldozed one down and started building this little house instead. So yeah, it's a bit like the house that I did for summer, which I did before seasons ever came out. I got that excited for the expansion, but the floor plan is pretty different. Like you'll see, the layout of the rooms is back to front completely. There's a hallway. There's lots of different things. So it's a little abode, I guess. Okay, so size down the lights. Now, someone put it in the comment section on my previous video. They said, how did you do that? I use a bracket key on my keyboard. One of the bracket keys sizes things up and down. So that's how I size down the lights. And I feel like that is a must now that we can do that, because if you keep those big lights in there, they just look way too chunky. Just they don't look that refined, that cool anymore. So I am using the fridge that Deli likes to use all the time. I noticed the dishwashing drying rack thing that I use all the time. There are so many items in The Sims that are just go-to items. I feel like if you have items that you like and that you trust, just use them. It's good if you find things that work, and then that's how you get to kind of know your way around the game, I think. Once you've built things or furnished things a number of times, then it helps you get to know where everything is stored, if that makes sense. So anyway, what do you think of the orange door? Do you mind the orange door? I wasn't sure about the orange door, but I ended up going for it anyway because it looked really cool with the grey. Oh, and you will notice I am putting a lot of content in here that comes from the new expansion pack. So that shower and that towel rack, that's all new, including that cabinet. So I just got excited when I saw all the new things, and I thought, yes, I'll put as many of them as I can in this house that will suit it. And I've gone for the contemporary windows. I always use that wardrobe. I'm not a huge fan of the wardrobes in this game, and that one looks like the one I have in my house, so I use it quite a lot. And the new beds are so nice because they've worked out how to put a lot of texture on the beds, which looks so much better. I'm so happy when some of these items come out. Like if you want to get this expansion pack, which I believe is probably the best one, I prefer it over San Myshuno, over Pets. I think there is so much in it. There's just so much. I know it is a bit expensive, but you get heaps. Like I'm still exploring things and finding items that I didn't even know about. and I've only got through one season really so far. So there are just, what did they say in the advertisement? They said there were like new activities, new seasonal activities, new build and buy objects, and something else. I can't remember how they advertise it, but there are so many things in it. It's just from all different angles of the game, so it's really worth getting. These are new curtains from Seasons, so I just thought I would put them up. And I always use that little picture frame with the leaves in it. I feel like that's my one of my top items. It's a Sisligracy favorite. Oh, that's right. I'm just pulling out items because I know I'm going to use them. I have a plan for them, but I know if I don't pull them out when I see them, then they'll get lost and I just won't be able to find them again. So that happens to me a lot in The Sims. I get quite frustrated because I don't know where an item is. If so, you can like type it in that search bar there, and then often it will pop up, but not always. So I just pull them out whenever you can. Make a pile of shit, excuse my language, and and then redecorate with them afterwards. Okay, these couches are brand new with the pack. Same with the table, and same with that other side table and that floral square thing over the top. There are so many seasonal things, and this is a winter place, but there's so many like florals in it. I feel like it could be in autumn, could be inspired by autumn as well. Probably not summer and spring, but autumn definitely. So I'm putting some shelves up. I could never find shelves for such a long time in the game, but I've recently discovered where they're kept. That's a new desk as well, and a new chair that goes with the desk, obviously. So that looks quite good. Yeah, so I'm liking this little house. To be honest, I really wish we had, what is it called? Like you could own multiple homes. So if you had one sim family that you were doing gameplay with, that they could own more than just one house. Because if that was the case, and I think this is kind of why I build these style houses, I would play with my normal family, and then I would take us here for weekend trips or vacations or something. And for a winter holiday. And then in the summer, I would take my family over to the summer beach house that I built the other week. Yeah, that's what I would love to do. I think they used to have it in previous Sims, perhaps in Sims 3 and Sims 2. I can't quite remember, but they haven't done it in Sims 4. So I'm thinking that maybe it's worth me using my connections to see if someone could do something about it. I don't know if I have that much say, but I might, just tweet a few of the gurus or something and be like, can we please have multiple homes in The Sims, please? I don't often do that, but I got passionate about toddlers, I got passionate about seasons, and now I'm passionate about owning multiple homes. Okay, so I'm just putting, a shoe rack out the front, because when it's cold weather, I don't know about you guys at home, but at our house, we have to take off our shoes and stuff before coming inside. We don't always do that, but that's sort of the plan. So that's why I put the shoe rack outside. Get it? See? So the kitchen is a separate kind of space. I think that's really nice. I feel like my style with building, because obviously Sims is a really creative game, I feel like I like to build things that I could see myself walking into. So I feel like I would love to walk into this house and make myself at home. Does that make sense? I feel like whenever you play a game like The Sims, it's such an artistic game. You can take it any way you want. And for me, that's my style. I do a style as if it's real, as if I could actually go here. And yeah, so that's me. That's how I do it. And I like everything to match, and I like nice interior design in real life. That's just me. And I studied interior design and decoration at college for a little bit as well. So I'm drawing on all these things. Okay, so now we are moving on to the terrain. And I've said this in my previous video. I try and get to blend the terrain with the terrain. Does that make sense? So those trees that I just put in then, they're the same trees around this house. So it just, that way it kind of looks like the house or the lot was meant to be there. So yeah, I'm just blending it in. I don't spend ages on terrain. Sorry, I just mumbled my words for a second. Just because like by the time you built something and then decorated it, furnished it, it's just like the terrain is this extra thing that I just don't feel like doing. So I just do as much as I can and then let it be. Like I've seen my sister Sisligracy, you know, she does so many elaborate things. But for me, that's enough. Like I'll just do what's needed and call it a day. So I decided to put a spa out the front because, okay, this is kind of inspired by this place nearby where I live, and there are like hot springs and stuff. So in winter, it's really nice to go to. And I do remember a friend of mine, like when I was growing up and we were teenagers, I would go around to her house and she had a spa, and we seemed to always go in the spas at nighttime when it was cold. So I thought, how cool would that be in a winter sort of inspired place? Maybe not when it's fully snowing, but when it's a little bit chilly, that could be really fun. Like you sit there and it's dark and you look up at the sky, and yeah, it's one of those, it's really nice. It's a really nice thing to do. So hence why we have a spa, even though it's not summer, but it's kind of a dark one, so it's sort of wintry. And I put that little log hut thing there just to make it look wintry as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm going here? Do you get my vision? And oh yeah, going in with the lanterns, just really nice little touches of detail. I just thought they looked good. And just checking everything over. Yes, everything's looking good. Save, and all good. All right, so let's do an in real time walkthrough. Okay, so on the deck we have those terracotta pots. I put 3 there because, as my sister taught me, things look good in 3. And that's a new lantern with the orange bow from Seasons. So going into the master bedroom, and it is just kind of muted colors, like calming colors for sleep. Something I learned in interior design. And it's sort of there's not a lot of clutter, and that's the point. It's just like easy to be in. Okay, that's a thermostat. That's new in Seasons. Same with that flower pot thing hanging on the wall. Again, all those things new from Season, including that orange like light thing. And we have a living room. It's cozy, it's snug, easy living again, not too cluttered. I like that a lot. There are like these bright, can you see it? You may be able to in a second. These bright lime green cushions there, as Sisligracy would say, a pop of color. I'm not really like mad on those lime green cushions, but they're okay. They're fine. And a nice kitchen, although there's an appliance that's kind of back to front, but it just wouldn't didn't matter how many appliances I tried there, it wouldn't fit in that space. Sorry, there's a little jump in audio. Unless it was turned the other way, and I wanted like tea or coffee maker underneath the picture of the coffee or the tea cup. It had to all go together, and there's like tea leaves and stuff, so it had to go. So I just faced it the other way. I didn't care in the end as long as it went. So, and then we have put up the roof and look outside. Oh yeah, I even put that thing above the chimney to let out where the smoke would go. And the wildflowers kind of go with the house, kind of bluey, grey and orange. So deliberately tying that in. A hose on the side of the house because most houses have a hose. The log little, what do you call that thing? Little house? I don't know. And a winter spa, lanterns, and it's all set in Windenburg. I think it looks really nice. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And I will speak to you really soon. Ciao, ciao. Wait, before you go, just one more thing. I wanted to show you the house when there was snow falling, and I just wanted to show you that I added a couple more things. I put the winter wreath, which really finished off the house. I can't believe I didn't put that on there before. I just did the roof, so that fits a bit better. An extra log there, and I'll just show you inside. I just have some random Sims in the game, just so I could get the season to actually start happening. I made the cabinet gold in the bathroom because I just thought that looked better. The bedroom is looking really nice. It's so cozy. It is so cozy. I want to go there. And I changed the bin back to the black liner on the bin, and I think it is the flower on the wall on when you first walk in the door. I made that a brighter orange color. So yeah, that's the house in winter. How cute are the lanterns? Like, how awesome do they look? Maybe cute's not the right word, but they look really awesome. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the house, and I'll speak to you very soon. See you in the next vid.